Addiction. Most people hear that word and think drugs, alcohol, gambling, pain, destruction, rehab. And yeah, it's true. Addiction ruins lives. You've seen the stories, the headlines, the rock bottoms. But here's something nobody really talks about. What if addiction isn't the problem? What if the real problem is what you're addicted to? I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. What if you could turn addiction into your greatest weapon? What if you could be addicted to something that builds you instead of breaks you? Think about it. What if you were addicted to growth, addicted to discipline, addicted to success? Let me show you what that looks like in real life through the story of someone who lived it. Not just an athlete, a legend. Kobe Bryant. Kobe wasn't just talented, he was obsessed with becoming the best. He even called it his addiction to the game of basketball. He treated the game like an art, a craft, something sacred. He woke up at 4 a.m. to train, even during the off-season. He watched hours of game footage, analyzing every movement, his own, his teammates, his opponents. He practiced the same shot for hours, just to perfect one tiny detail. There's a story where he trained so hard before a game that a teammate walked into the gym and thought Kobe had already played an entire match, just from how much he was sweating. Another time, after a loss, he stayed in the gym for hours, replaying every mistake, working on every weak spot. To some people, it looked unhealthy, too intense. Some even called it an addiction. But that addiction, that obsession, that's what turned him into a 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and one of the most iconic athletes ever. He called it Mamba mentality, a mindset of constant improvement, discipline, and pushing your limits every single day. In Kobe's case, addiction made him great. So what's the difference between bad addiction and good addiction? Why do we even get addicted to things in the first place? And more importantly, how do you get addicted to the right things? Here's how it works, plain and simple. Addiction. Dopamine. Plus repetition. We're wired to chase what feels good. It's just how our brains work. You win a game, dopamine hit. You eat something tasty, dopamine. You scroll your phone, dopamine. Then later, when you feel bored or stressed, your brain says, "Hey, remember that thing that made you feel good? Do that again." That's the reward loop. Trigger. You want to feel better. Boredom, stress, anxiety. Action. You do something that gives you pleasure. Reward. Dopamine. You feel good. Craving. Next time you feel down, your brain wants that same reward again. That's how addiction forms. But here's the trick. You can use this same system to your advantage. How to build a good addiction. If you want to get addicted to the right things, you've got to control the trigger. Start with a goal that fires you up, like getting into med school, becoming a pro football player, building a business, whatever it is. Let that goal become your mental trigger. Then start taking action, studying hard, training every day, building your craft. As you start seeing your results, good grades, goals scored, small wins, your brain gets hooked on that feeling instead. That's how the cycle starts. You get addicted to improvement, to discipline, to progress. That's the kind of addiction that builds you, not breaks you. Even Mr. Beast is addicted. He said it himself. He's addicted to making videos. It started when one of his early videos got a few views. That dopamine hit from progress, he was hooked. Look at him now. He turned that obsession into a media empire. That's the power of addiction when you point it in the right direction.